What would happen if two legendary action stars, both with martial arts backgrounds, faced off in a fight? We're talking about a battle between Jean-Claude Van Damme, who masters karate, and Bolo Yeung, skilled in Tai Chi and Wing Chun. With their respective martial arts, who would emerge victorious? In a film, Van Damme and Bolo Yeung finally meet for the first time. However, the situation appeared favorable for Bolo Yeung and less so for Van Damme. Initially, Van Damme only fought Bolo Yeung's subordinates. It was evident that Van Damme could still handle them all. Seeing this, Bolo Yeung grew frustrated with his subordinates' abilities and decided to fight Van Damme himself. With his skills, Bolo Yeung managed to make Van Damme wince in pain. But it didn't stop there. While Van Damme was still trying to recover from the pain, Bolo Yeung didn't hesitate. He continued to attack Van Damme relentlessly until Van Damme was left lying inside a container. But who would have thought that after the first fight, Van Damme would once again face Bolo Yeung in an abandoned house? A one-on-one battle was inevitable. The fight began with an impressive karate kick from Van Damme, although he appeared to be in great pain after striking a metal drum. Even so, the fight had to continue, as both men were clearly determined to claim victory. Van Damme countered Bolo Yeung's previous attacks with a painful kick. Not long after, Van Damme launched another attack, unleashing a powerful karate kick. Fortunately for Van Damme, Bolo Yeung couldn't dodge the blow. In the end, Van Damme's kick sent Bolo Yeung crashing into an electrical source. This moment sealed Van Damme's victory in the intense fight. If you weren't satisfied with that battle, perhaps this match will fulfill your expectations. This time, Van Damme faces Bolo Yeung once again. However, unlike before, this encounter takes place in a formal competition. As the referee signaled the start of the match, Van Damme quickly appeared to dominate, landing multiple strikes on Bolo Yeung. Feeling cornered by Van Damme's relentless attacks, Bolo Yeung resorted to cheating by throwing a poisonous powder into Van Damme's eyes. As a result, Van Damme's vision became impaired, giving Bolo Yeung the opportunity to go on the offensive. Aware that panic would lead to his defeat, Van Damme tried to stay calm and rely on his instincts to counter Bolo Yeung's dirty tactics. Eventually, he managed to match Bolo Yeung's offense once more. Despite his impaired vision, Van Damme rose again and ultimately defeated Bolo Yeung. It was a truly remarkable display of instinct and resilience from the legendary Van Damme. It must be acknowledged that Van Damme is highly skilled in combat. How could he not be? He holds a black belt and has frequently won real-life competitions, as seen in this video. In this footage, Van Damme is competing in a match. He appears impressive, delivering effective strikes while remaining cautious of his opponent's attacks. There's even a moment where Van Damme's kick lands squarely on his opponent's body. Yet, when his opponent counterattacked, Van Damme managed to dodge swiftly. Thanks to his extraordinary performance, the judges declared Van Damme the winner, allowing him to take home the championship trophy. However, one of the most epic fights occurred when Van Damme faced a world boxing legend, Mike Tyson. So, how did this showdown unfold? At the beginning of the match, Tyson opened with a series of attacks. Yet, Van Damme was able to read and dodge his opponent's moves. Of course, Tyson wasn't about to give up after failing to land a blow. He launched another punch, but once again, Van Damme skillfully evaded it. In the climax of the fight, Tyson threw a punch with a loud yell, while Van Damme strategically directed a table into Tyson's strike. Who would have thought, though, that Van Damme would successfully land a kick directly on Tyson's face? This only fueled Tyson's rage, but unfortunately, the fight had to come to an end. But that doesn't mean Bolo Yeung isn't remarkable. As we know, this figure, whose real name is Yeung Se, has become a legend in numerous action films. Take, for example, a scene from one of his movies where Bolo Yeung defeats a large number of opponents. With precise blocks and punches, Bolo Yeung can swiftly overcome his enemies without sustaining any injuries. This demonstrates that Bolo Yeung is far more than just an ordinary actor. It doesn't stop there. Bolo Yeung's resilience against his opponent's attacks is also praiseworthy. On the contrary, the attacks from this action star often leave his opponents in immense pain. Bolo Yeung's attacks are truly lethal, leaving his enemies unconscious. In a finishing move, Bolo Yeung locks his opponent in a grip so tight that they pass out. Truly impressive. Another equally epic battle occurred when Bolo Yeung faced an opponent with a physique similar to his own. Would Bolo Yeung secure a victory, or would he return home defeated? At the start of the fight, the two traded blows, carefully analyzing each other's abilities before delivering their ultimate attacks. But unexpectedly, as Bolo Yeung blocked a strike, his opponent suddenly pulled out a sword, injuring him. The blow left him momentarily shaken. Despite this, Bolo Yeung fought to recover from the setback, using his extraordinary skills to turn the tide of the battle. After an intense, drawn-out fight, Bolo Yeung launched a relentless series of attacks, leaving his opponent unable to continue the match.